Hi everybody. Sorry I don't have an opening skit this week, but I really shouldn't even be technically making this video because my English final is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. and I have to do a presentation that's supposed to be 5 minutes long on Death of a Salesman, on the dialogue, I guess, and so far all I got is 2 index cards. 2 index cards. You've seen how fast I talk, right? I mean, 2 index cards, I'm lucky if that'll get me past the 30-second mark, but whatever. Manga comes first. Play the intro. Hey everybody, Tekking101 here to do Bleach Chapter 476 review, and yes, I know I'm wearing a Santa hat, and it is funny. So, we continue from last chapter with Ginjo activating his Bankai, and Ichigo's response to this is, I forgot that you're also a substitute Shinigami. He forgot. Ugh! That's not even a joke. That's not even joke-worthy. How bad that is right there. He forgot. He just spent a chapter telling him how screwed over he got over the Soul Society and about the badge. And the whole purpose, he stole the full... I'm not even going to try. Screw it. I could spend the whole video up here talking about how that's a stupid remark. But whatever. Continuing on, Ginjo just ignores Ichigo's sheer ignorance and says, yeah, I sure am, but you forgot one other thing. All us Fullbringers had parents that were attacked by hollows. You know what? Really good thing Kubo threw that in there. I'm pretty sure, for a while there, I thought he threw out that whole concept, because when the Fullbrings were introduced, he said, you know, we were attacked by hollows as children, but it wasn't even mentioned after that, so I thought he completely forgot about that. But yeah, anyway, because his parents were attacked by hollows, then that means... You know what? I'm going to guess for a second here what that is before I turn the page. Let's see, parents were attacked by hollows, and that means, I don't know, kittens. I guess that's just another running gag we're starting on this show. Random animal dancing time. I think I'm actually going to call it that. So obviously, yeah, because his parents were attacked by a hollow, he has a little bit of hollow in him, just like Ichigo. And this makes sense because, you know, how his appearance changed. Ever since he got his powers back, he had, like, really demonic eyes. Have a couple of problems with this theory, though. Number one, how did that work with him? Because, like, he said, you know, Fullbringers are born Fullbringers. Okay, so does that mean he was born a Fullbringer, then became a Shinigami, then lost his powers somehow, we still don't know how, then went back to using his Fullbring powers, or does that mean he's just like Ichigo and unlocked his Fullbring powers afterwards, but his parents were still attacked by hollows, but as his parents are regular humans, unless they're regular... You know, screw it on number one, I don't care. Number two problem I have with this theory is, why didn't all the other Fullbringers gain the same ability? Because he shared Ichigo's powers with everyone else. Is that just because they're not Shinigami? But they still had hollow powers in them, apparently. I don't know. I don't care. So whatever. They call each other names and they charge at each other. Big clash, and the title of the chapter, The Lost. You know what? I feel like I should really make a Lost TV show joke, you know, the American TV show. But I never watched it, so if there is a joke, don't have one. But yeah, so we cut back to the Shinigami, the captains, and of course, like I figured last chapter, they can go and help him whenever they want, but no, they turn and walk away. So, we find out their objective this whole time was just to find out what Ichigo's decision was. Which, of course, he made last chapter, that he was going to protect his friends. The same objective, mind you, he had the entire series that he just restated. That was enough for Byakuya. I really don't get this. I have no idea what the point of that was. I mean, okay. They wanted to find out what Ichigo's resolve was, I guess, because with Ginjo, you know, telling him the secret and everything, and I guess after Ginjo told Ichigo what was what, you know, his response to that is what would, you know, be the Byakuya's and all the other captains. I'm guessing that if after Ginjo told Ichigo, you know, what the deal was, and Ichigo said, hey, you're right, they screwed me over, we're going to join forces and take them all on, I guess then the captains were probably going to fight Ichigo in them, but of course that didn't happen because that's not how Ichigo works. They've been friends for how long? How long have they known his personality? I'm pretty sure Ichigo wouldn't just turn evil just at the drop of the hat. But whatever. Kenpachi says he wasn't there for that, though. He was there because he was just bored, which works for him. So Toshiro tells Rukia the whole reason they were even there in the first place was because, you know, Ginjo's this renegade substitute running around in the human world. Ichigo's in the human world. Only a matter of time before they meet each other. And that's what they were there. They were using Ichigo for bait, pretty much. Now, I have to ask them, though. If they knew Ginjo was going to make contact with Ichigo, and they obviously want Ginjo gone because, you know, he's a liability, why didn't they just kill Ginjo the second he made contact with Ichigo? They were obviously keeping tabs on him. I don't know. That's for the comments section. Go ahead, post your theories. But, yeah, so, I guess they decided just to leave Ginjo to tell Ichigo the truth. You know, the truth they didn't want him to know. It's getting too confusing. Anyway, the captains believed in Ichigo because, you know, he was such a good-natured guy, so he was obviously going to make the right choice. So, I guess they just leave. Not really sure on this one, but, yeah, we're led to believe that the Shinigami just leave. But, yeah, Rukia has an inner monologue about all the times that Ichigo's resolve, you know, and he wants to protect his friends, and how that never changed even all of the years. And probably the most interesting part of the chapter, we cut back to a scene from the Soul Society, and she says in over 1 million years, the Soul Society's rigidity were wiped clean. I guess Ichigo, by himself, put an end to over 1 million years of segregation. Take that, Martin Luther King Jr. I'm not really sure what happens here, if they were like, they both hit Getsuka Tenshos at the same time, and that's what happened, but they create this big pillar of energy. So yeah, they cut each other up some more, and then Ichigo goes into Shonen Cliché number 18, thinking too much during battle. You recall number 17 was talking too much, and the problems with that are apparent, but I never really understood the whole, you know how when action heroes are fighting, they'll have these really, really, really long inner monologues to themselves, like time is slowing down? The prime example of this is Death Note, because I remember at the very end of Death Note, when Light and Nier were meeting in that warehouse, and Nier told Light about the switching the notebooks. Light, like time stops in Light's perspective, and for like half an episode, he's just sitting there thinking, oh my god, I won! I won! I won! How does that work? How do you compress time inside your own mind long enough to have like 3 pages worth of dialogue, and everything out on the outside is just like blanking out? I mean, I understand like what they're going with here, like you can think faster, you don't have to like thought works differently than mouth movements, but I just never understood that, but, so anyway, we continue on the next page, and, oh crap, Ichigo, watch out! He's about to— I'm a firing my laser! No! Ichigo is dead! Oh man, he was my favorite Bleach character! Okay, well, maybe not my favorite, but he was at least in the top 5— well, maybe not. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Ichigo was never really one of my favorite characters in Bleach. I always thought there were more characters with a better personality than him. But, he's a solid 7. He's a solid 7. But, you know, still, though, there's no way he could have survived. Whoa. You know, I really gotta start scrolling down through the whole page before I react. Fatality. So, yeah, Ichigo cuts down Ginjo. That's the end of the chapter. Does that mean that Ginjo's dead? Probably, because usually when Kubo, you know, the fight's been going on for a while now, a couple chapters, usually this is when Kubo would end it. I mean, not really dead yet, just defeated. I mean, knowing Kubo, we're gonna go with Shonen Cliché number 25, where even after you cut the guy down, he still has a good 5 to 10 minutes to have a dying monologue, but, you know, that's the end of the fight, probably. I don't know if the captains went back to the Soul Society. I don't think they did yet. I mean, they were probably going to, but Ichigo obviously won. Next chapter, I would assume, you know, yeah, Ginjo's dying monologue. Maybe Uruharu's going to show up and explain some things to him. Maybe Ichigo will go back to the Soul Society soon. I was thinking about that. A lot of people thought that Ginjo's Bankai was going to have something related to Ichigo's Hollow, and, you know, because white hair and everything, but, I don't know if it does, because Ginjo apparently has hollow powers of his own, but, guess we'll find out next chapter. Tekking101 signing out. Merry Christmas, everybody. This hat's incredibly annoying. Oh, by the way, because I really didn't have time for an opening skit. That wasn't just a joke. I literally thought about stuff I could do. Mostly because we had like a massive snowstorm today. Yeah. Yay, winter! But yeah, I really should probably get back to working on that Death of a Salesman thing. And in case you're wondering, you know, because I'm up here talking every single week. You know, I am completely different when I'm in front of other people. I am. I mean, I thought that one time, like, I had to give a speech a couple weeks ago, and I figured, oh, I'm in front of YouTube every week. I'm in front of a camera. I'm used to talking. I'm good. I wasn't good. I slurred a lot. I was nervous. There's a difference between a camera and actual people. But I think I should be fine. This teacher's really lenient with the final. Most people have to do like a 10-page research paper. I got out with just like a 3-minute speech, so I'll be good. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. C'est la vie. I think that's goodbye in some language. I really don't know. There's your homework for the week, class. What's c'est la vie mean? What language is that? Bye!